Good morning, boys and girls. It's Tuesday, May 19th. Today's video covers 7-4, solving systems with elimination. I'm doing a couple of problems from the practice and a couple of problems from the quiz. I'm not going to do 20 problems on video. None of you want to watch that. TikTok is way more interesting. This will be my last video. All your work is due by Tuesday, May 26th at 3 o'clock. We have grades due the following day. It's important that you get it all turned in because your algebra grade does affect your GPA at high school. So make sure you've got these all turned in. If you want to know what your grade in my class is, feel free to email me, text me, call me. I'll look it up for you. All right, so I have a couple of Pinterest posts. Ooh, who farted? It smells so bad. Everyone else in the online class? Yeah. Blame it on the dog. Okay. To think it only rained twice this spring, once for 45 days and again for 35 days. I feel like it's been raining all the time. I'm tired of the rain. It's bad enough that nothing's really open. The only thing we can do for fun is go outside, but we can't go outside because it's raining. If you're watching this video, comment the word summer. Like I said, this is it. This is the end. I have my examples set up over here. Here we go. Okay. And in this example, I think I'm going to write in blue this time. Yeah, that'll be super fun. In this example, I'm looking at the two equations, and I want to create terms that will drop out when I add the equations together. The 7 and the 10, I'd have to multiply both of those, so that's not going to work. But the 8 and the 16, that's a different story. Okay. If I multiply a -8 by a -2, it will make it a +16, which when added to -16 would cause those terms to drop out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to multiply this equation by -2, right? So that will give me -14x plus 16y equals -14. Oh no, positive. No, not -14. There you go. Now you feel like you're in class for real, right? Because there's Miss Williamson making a screw up. It's a Monday. Give me a break. That's Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is. Okay, so it would be a +28. I forgot to multiply the last term. Then we keep the other equation the same. 10x minus 16y equals 12. Okay. And when we combine these two equations, we get -4x. The 16's drop out. And over here we get 40. Dividing both sides by -4, we get that x is equal to -10. Now to solve for y, all we have to do is substitute -10 for x in either of the original two equations. So if I use the first one, 7 times -10 minus 8y equals -14. Okay. 7 times -10 is -70 minus 8y equals -14. Adding 70 to both sides gives us -8y is equal to 56, which divides by 8. Surprise, surprise. So y is equal to -7. So when you input your answer, you're going to do it with a parenthesis. The x coordinate goes first, a comma, and then the y coordinate. No spaces. Ready for the next one? Here's our next example. Looking at these two equations, I'm trying to figure out what could I do to make a term drop out. Now here I have some choice. I can change a 4x to a -8x by multiplying it by -2. I can also change a -6 to a -12 by multiplying it by +2. So you have a choice here. I'm going to pick one method, but you may have picked another method. I think I'm going to multiply this one by 2. So that will give me 16x minus 12y equals -12. Multiply each term by 2. The other equation, we leave it alone. 4x plus 12y equals 12. Over here, we get 12x. These are gone. Equals 0, right? So if we divide both sides by 12, I think you know the answer to this one. X has to be 0. To find y, we simply substitute 0 for x in one of the original equations. So if I use the first one, 4 times 0 plus 12y equals 12. Well, 4 times 0 is 0. So I basically have 12y is equal to 12, which means y has to be 1. So when you input your answer, x is 0, y is 1. Those two problems were from the practice. The remaining problems are from the quiz. All right, looking at this one, I think I'm going to have to go for y. I've got a 12y here and a 6y here. I need this to be negative 12y. So I'm going to multiply this equation by negative 2. Okay? So parentheses, negative 2. So that will give me negative 12x minus 12y equals positive 48. Leaving the other equation the same, 5x plus 12y equals negative 20. Adding the two equations together gives me negative 7x, the 12's are gone, equals 28. If I divide both sides by negative 7, I get x equals negative 4. Now I substitute negative 4 in for x in one of the first two equations. That's 12y equals 20. That's negative 20 plus 12y equals 20. And then I add 20 to both sides. What did I do wrong? Oh, this was a negative 20. Okay. This is a negative 20. I'm like, this isn't going to work out. So then you add 20 to both sides, and you get 12y equals 0, which means y has to be 0. All of these should divide evenly. If you get a fraction answer, you know you did something wrong. Backtrack. Negative 4 is the x coordinate, and 0 is the y coordinate. Let's do one more from the quiz. Let's do this one. I have some choice here. I can change either the x's or the y's. They both would be very easy to multiply. Let's go ahead and multiply this first equation by negative 3 so the x's drop out. So if I'm going to multiply by negative 3, all the x's are going to drop out. Negative 6x minus 9y equals positive 18. The other equation is 6x plus 6y equals negative 24. When I add these two together, these 6's drop out, and this gives me negative 3y equals negative 6. Ooh, that's messy. Dividing both sides by negative 3, I get y is 2. Now I substitute 2 back into either one of the original equations for y. So it will be 2x plus 3 times 2 equals negative 6. 2x plus 6 equals negative 6. Subtract 6 from both sides, and I get 2x equals negative 12. Divide both sides by 2, and I get x equals negative 6. So I'm ready to enter my answer. I will have negative 6 for the x coordinate and 2 for the y coordinate. Make sure you include the parentheses, the comma, and no spaces. Okay. Well, I hope that helps. Good luck on the practice and the quiz. Those are the final two assignments for the year. I tried to get you as far as I could. You're still going to be ahead of everybody in the 9th grade because you got further, and you guys are such great students. Remember to comment summer if you've watched the video, and I will be available if you need help or have questions or need stuff reopened. Just give me a holler, okay? Have a great summer, boys and girls. Bye.